Good morning, everyone, and thank you for stopping by my channel. Today is Stash Go and hashtag Stash Go, and so I'm going to be drawing the last one today, and that will be the end of our little Stash Go project. I don't think it was as interesting as I thought it would be for people that because I did it for Facebook primarily, but they're all doing their own thing over there. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the finish on this little envelope thing that I did. On here, I just wrapped this around, but I was thinking about putting, I don't know, a bead or something here and kind of tie a knot. I don't think I have a bead handy. Of course, I don't. Oh, darn. Oh, well. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking to do with this. Would be kind of cute. Okay, so this opens up here. This is our flap. And in here, I collaged it with like a writing space, but then I filled it in with some stamping. And then here on this page, I put this little pocket. Yeah, pocket. I guess it's a pocket. I'm trying to think of the name for it. And then I saw someone put a piece of paper that they had left over. I want to say it treasure books, but I just thought, wow, what a great idea. Just taking your scraps, and here's a journaling spot there, and you could journal on that side too, but you could also, you know, glue on a sticker or something like that. And then I just stamped the front, and I'm just going to put that in there so it doesn't take up a lot of room, and it was just the leftover from this paper. So I think it turned out cute like that. Okay, on this side, and I have a fly. Cats or flies, I don't know. This side, I just did a collage here. I showed you that on the camera. And then here, I just made a journal card. This is from Collage Type. Oh, gosh. Collage Type, her kit. And then the other half of this, actually, it was together, like, I don't know how it was, but anyway, it was together, and it was supposed to be folded in half like a file folder, but I just cut it apart and used it for journal cards. And so this is the other one here that I put on this side. This was fun to make, but I'll tell you, it takes a while. It does take a while. And then on this page here, I decided to go ahead and cover it. And then in here, I had a little piece left over from somebody's kit. I don't know, sunflowers or something, and I think there's a pumpkin. And I just folded it in half and used the same concept to just glue around the two edges, and then I could fold that in. So there's still room for ephemera there. And then on the very back, I just made a little spot for writing on the very back. So it should have been a pocket, although, because when I glued this down, here's the edge of the other envelope, and I forgot that I was going to leave that as a pocket. So now it is not a pocket, but it's still cool. Maybe I was going to I think I was going to go this way with it. And just tie a bow. But I wanted to share it with you because I know there's a lot I have to do after the fact. I did some sewing around here, and yeah, you know, it just takes a long time to do a whole project on a video. Okay, so let me get this drawn, and we'll see what I have to do, and then I'll come back. I think my gardeners will be here any minute. Oh, full journal pages, I need 20 of those. And so that's great because I need those for, where's my book? Oh. Whoops, I think I need, I don't know. I was letting it dry. I just stuck these on here. I just wanted some kind of a backing there, and then these will get glued down. They're kind of curled up because of the nature of the ink and water and all that kind of stuff. But it did, I mean, it's a nice little journal here, I think. And it still has that line there, but if you didn't want that, you could always put, you know, lace or another piece of paper over that. And then I thought maybe this would be cute as the topper of this, because it's going to be thick and it's going to probably not fit in a pocket. So maybe I will make that the cover. Yeah, I have to see it, how I can do that. So normally I would wrap around whatever to hold it closed and then just set this inside. That way they could use the back side as well. But I don't have to. I don't have to have a back side. Okay, so that's it for that. And I will start digging for journal pages. And I'm going to probably do the same thing I did not too long ago, which was putting the pages together, because I think maybe a lot of people didn't see that, especially on Facebook. I know that they didn't see it. So I'll just do that, and that makes it fun, and hopefully those pages will fit in this little file folder cover. Oh, and this is going to go down the middle of this in here, I'm pretty sure. I just kind of think it would be to hide the binding in there. The spine, I should say, not the binding. And so, yeah, I just glue all this in here. And the black sort of looks good with this, and then I got a little black over here on the edges. And yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. So, trying to be a little bit more eclectic, a little bit. I want it to come together, but I don't necessarily want everything to be matchy-matchy. You know, like buy a kit and build it, you know, the way it is. I also found an image for a leaf, and I put some ink on it and spray, mica spray, and then I tried to sew it, but I didn't do a very good job because it's hard to sew this little tiny piece. So, and I was trying to get all the lines that were in this picture, but mainly I did this because I'm doing a sunflower pouch for one of my nieces, and I needed leaves or things that shaped like that leaf to put behind the sunflowers. So that's what I did all morning. So I'll be back. Okay, so hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I've gathered a few papers. I don't know how many, but we will see what we can do with what I've pulled out. I also wanted to share with you, let me use, let's see, I was trying to think of what I can use for a sample. What do I have here? There's a piece of cardstock. Let me cut this down. I just want to show you this real quick. And this, let's go down like here. This, was something that Kathy from Nonstop Mom emailed me about, and I never knew it, and I bet most of you don't either. So what, if you can see this, and I don't know if you can, let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, on this, We Are a Memory Keeper tarot guide, tarot ruler, that almost everybody has, I think. And right here is a 0. And so, you know, when you need to measure from the center out, even on each side, well, I've always used my big center ruler thing, and you don't have to. It's right there if you don't have one of these, if you don't want to spend the money to buy them. So that was cool. And then So let me see if I can figure out how, let's see. I wonder how big this, let me see how big this is. I cut, oh, 3 inches, very good. Okay, so if it's 3 inches, we start with this 0, and then we look across, and I can see 1.5 to 1.5. Can you see that? This is the half mark right here and right here. So we know that that's the center. So if you put a mark here, let's say, and you come down here and put another mark if you want to cut it or something, right here, it's another center. Then you can take the ruler and you can set it on your marks here, like so, and then you take, oh, I can't do it on that. I cut my paper, I mean my desk thing in half. It needs to be replaced already. Let me go this direction with it so I have longer. So if you put this down over the dots that you just made, sure, just hold it still, and you take your knife and you cut down. Now you have to cut one side or the other because let me see, I think I'm missing my mark there. Okay, one side or the other you have to put it against. So you have to find the hole too. And then you just go down like that. I think this is kind of dull. And there you go. So really, it's more than one tool at it. You know, the use for it is more than one. And thank you, Kathy, for sharing that, because, you know, it's weird. I've been using this thing for years and never realized that there was a mark here to measure. I never even knew. I know there's measurements on it, but I never used it because it was a tear ruler, and that's it. I always thought you could put a pencil down here, and you can't because it's too thick and a pencil or pen won't fit in there. So she figured out that it was for this, for a knife. Alrighty, so that's my tip of the day, or Kathy's tip of the day, that I'm going to share with you. So here we're going to start putting pages together. And I was going to use some of these old documents that I have. And then I changed my mind. I'm going to scan them or photocopy them and use them like that. Because, or if I put them in a journal, I will put the whole document in like this. And that way you have this old document instead of, you know, maybe I'll just make a copy and keep it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. I've got another one here, another mortgage. But this one is 1925, I think it is. Something like that. And it's an oil and gas lease. This is where you could, you had a deed on your land to extract the oil and gas, and it was for you only. If you owned it, you know, but it was a lease kind of thing. I don't know how it worked, but yeah, that's from Texas. All right, let's start off with a regular size page of paper. Doesn't matter because we're going to, okay. So now, if your paper is going this way, we know we don't want it higher than usually 8.5. This is 8 inches. So I wouldn't want this going this direction because of the writing. So I'm going to make mine go this way, and we will cut that off later. So let me get my next page. So let's say I put this page on there. And I wonder if I should cut that down a little bit. I'm not going to take it all off. It's just, I'm just going to cut away this little bit. This is another document that I have that I have copies of it. It's orange, and you don't use orange very much, but this is a fall journal, so I thought perfect time for this orange. Okay, so I'm going to line up all the pages at the bottom. That way, if I know you don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll show you here in a second. Unless you know unless you watch this before on my channel. I'm going to put them all at the bottom, so we only need to cut from one end, okay? And if it's short, like here and here, that's okay, because one of the pages will be shorter than others. All right, I'm going to get my glue stick. I don't know if I need a page or not, but maybe. I think I'll glue it on this side. I think I'm going to run out of glue stick too. I'm going to have to go get it. Okay, so that's ugly. I didn't know it was white on the back side. All right, so now we're going to take this and glue it onto here. Just overlap it however much you want, but really only need to do like a 1/2 inch. I probably went a little too far on that one. Okay, and then now we're going to take our next piece. Let's, I've got this flip page here. Feels like 2 pages, but it's not. Okay, and then we're going to glue that on. You can glue it on top like that at the bottom, or you could put it over the edge. I think I'm going to put it over. I think that would look better. And if it doesn't get glued on in all the spots, you can always go back and do a little touch-up gluing with your liquid glue. Okay, now we just keep going. You can roll this if you want. You don't have enough room. And let me find a page from like the kit. Yeah, let's do this page. Again, I don't want this to go sideways. I don't think. Although that sunflower might be okay. No. To go this way. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue all the way to the top and fit this on. But again, it's going to go right to the bottom. Get some of the excess glue off. Okay. But I want you to see how you can use different size papers, different lengths of paper. So let's add this one here. This way. This was a full page. You know how it's like half on one and half on the other. So I just cut it in half because I didn't want them, I couldn't, even if I put them together, they won't end up together. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's see. Here's some graph paper, ledger paper. And I know this is way too big but I think I'm just going to cut this off. Let's cut it from the bottom. I'll just do it right here at this line. I think that. Okay. It's hard to figure out what side you want to glue on. So some of your pages you may have double-sided, and you know that'll be nice, and other pages like this one is double-sided, so wherever you put it you're gonna get both. Okay, that's kind of small. What I had before, was it? I think it was kind of small. I have this paper here that I copied from that stuff. Only I don't want to lose this part, so I'm going to mark it here. And cut this off. You could probably fold them up too. Have not tried that. You know, if you can fold them up to fit, might work. That was just not very pretty on the other side, so I didn't want to fold it up. Okay. I feel like I'm taking such a big hunk out of these, like going an inch instead of like a ½ inch. Losing paper. Okay, now I think maybe this would fit there. I think I'm just going to put it right here. I don't see why I can't. Yeah, I'll put it right there. If it's wrong, I'll have to cut it up, cut it off or something. Actually, I think you could, you know, cut it at the top or the bottom, wherever you want to cut it down to. You just have, it has to be that it has to fit in your journal cover. So, you know, it can't be too tall. This is a copy that I got from Jody from her original book. But, oh, let's do one of these. This is an old newsletter from a high school or something. Okay, I want to make this bigger. I want this to be about the same height as that. I probably should have got my mat, because what will happen is these start going crooked and you don't even know it. Let me get this little mat and see if it's big enough to help me. My other mat, I think, is on my other table. Okay. Trying to kind of get it even up there. I think I could just hold it. I don't think this was printed straight. Yep. Okay. Frostbite. I guess that's good for the fall. Okay. So I want it to actually come down to that same line. I am following the dot there. You probably can't see it. Okay, this is a pain. Maybe I can use just this part. All right. Now let's do. I don't know if I want to put vellum in here or not. But I kind of like vellum, so why not? Let me cut this off. This is colorful. This is from Joey Card Maker. All right, guys, I have to figure out where I'm at here as far as if I'm going downhill or what. So this one I can yeah, if you have a mat, it's probably better because see, I'm looking at my line here and I could tell that everything is pretty straight. This one's a little wonky, but I should have gotten my bigger mat. All right, let's see what else we put on here. Maybe just a piece of, I have, this is, what do you call that paper? Straw paper from Rachel. Or like Rachel uses, I actually got this from Camellia Crafts. I don't know, do I want that on there? I like this darker one better, or I should say brighter. Okay. I don't think I can fold it up to make a pocket. Okay. If I folded it this way and then glue that on there. Now let's see what happens. I'll only do it one time, then that way if it doesn't work out, then we'll just know, because you don't know if you don't try. It's like that ruler. Who would have thought? Maybe a lot of you already know that, but I didn't, and neither did Kathy, and she knows a lot about journaling. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna, whoops, don't fall. I had this on its side because it's getting close to, it's not empty, but you know, if you don't turn it so it goes to the bottom. Need a jar or something for this. I wonder if this one would hold it. I have this jar. This is like an olive jar, but if you have to use your glue stick and you just want it because you're going to put little things on it, you can put it in a jar and it will, you don't have to hold it with both hands. It'll hold in the jar. I'm going to put my glue in there. It barely fits. Okay. All right, let's get some more color. The other thing I wanted to try was like an envelope. I cut this open, and I'm thinking if I glue it on here, no matter where the page ends up, unless I'm cutting right in the middle of it, but I could cut this and then remove it, if you get what I mean, so that we have a page that size. I'm going to try it. This is the best place to do it either. This is kind of like collaging, because when you're done, you don't know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolate. Like, I hate those cherry insides, or those weird ones. Okay, and this was another one I wondered if I could attach, but I don't know where it's going to cut, so that might be a problem. Just attach it like we normally would. Okay. How much time have I put on here? I don't know how much time I spent on the first part of this. So maybe I need to start cutting, because you don't have to do every page at once. You can start cutting, and I do want to get that bird in, but I'd like the bird to be next to something and then, you know, these pages, they don't have to go in the same order in your book. You can mix them up, because when we get them cut, they will be in the right order. So, I can't tell if that's straight. What I do with that? I don't remember putting it away, but who knows? No, that's the bottom. There it is. It's getting hot in here. I thought it was going to be a cooler day, but it's warming up. I got glue on that too much over. Alright. That doesn't look straight at all. Sometimes the eye is better. That's better. I don't know if it's right or not, but it's better. Okay, so now we're going to cut. So when you have your journal, you need to know how big the page is, so you can use just one of your folded pages that you know fits. That's why I kind of wanted to use this to cut this here, and I can't put it in the cutter, that big roll. All right, hold on, I've got to get my mat. I'll be right back. See, if you have a bigger mat, then you can make sure your lines are straight, your papers. Okay, so we know we need this size, so I think I'm going to cut here. Now, if you have a big chopper thing, you can use that if you want. Okay. So there's one. I'm going to cut into this a little bit. It's not straight. Darn. Well, I guess I can square them up later. Just get these edges straight. Oh, come on. I swear these knives don't last but a minute. Go back to this one. I have refills of this, but do you guys know where they are? I don't. This one. Oh, seriously. Okay. But then we can go back and cut off what we don't need. Okay, so basically that's a page. A crooked one at that. Let me see if I can make that look better. Oh my goodness, come on. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to show up because this will be somewhere in the book and this will be somewhere else. So I don't think it's going to interfere with each other. Okay, so there's one page. And I'm going to see if I can't put this way with the cutter. I was thinking that I couldn't fit it in, but I just have to use my template here. Okay. So there's another page. Whoops. Pull that. And then we can cut this off to match the top here because it's too tall. Just quickly do that while I've got it here. It could be shorter but not longer. And there's good scrap paper. Okay, so there's that page. Okay. I'm just using this paper as a template. And if they're cut a little bit smaller or something, it doesn't matter. Okay, there's another page. So you can fold them any way you want. And you can ink them. Okay. Right there. Cute. That's got a cute little border on it. Very cute. All right. So here we go with this. I think this is the best part. Cutting the, oops, we're going to cut that one in half. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Let's see, well, this one I'm going to cut off at the bottom. And then if we want, you can leave this like that if you want, but I don't think it needs to be there. But in some cases, when I did this before, it was kind of cool to have that off-center page. I'm just folding it this way, but you could fold it the other way if you wanted. That's going to be right in the middle of that page. Oh, well. But that's just the way it is, you know. And if you take these and do a bunch of them, you know, you have a lot of mixed pages. Maybe just, you know, use like a lot of fall colors or something. See, that should not be upside down if oh, it would just be this side. I don't know what I was thinking. Looked upside down. Okay. I feel like this just kind of helps with to make your journal look a little more creative, especially if you're using digitals. At least they're not all perfectly the same. Every page. Add a book page here and there, and book pages are kind of hard in the centers anyway because they're weak, you know. So if you have something, is that right? Why does that look so skinny? Oh, something's wrong in Denmark. I forgot to open this page up. Okay. It's all right. We're going to use this. Put it in there. Okay. Yeah, I needed the whole page open, not just half of it. Okay. There. This little guy off because so this is what I'm saying. If you have a page that's a little shorter, it's okay because, you know, it looks fine, I think. Maybe I want to cut that down though. Kind of looks weird right there. It doesn't look really straight. There. Now it's good. Okay. You could use scrapbook paper. think that's, see, that book page is too tall. So I'm going to cut it off about right there. Book. Oh, don't do that to me. Book pages. They don't like these. That is so weird. Alright, I guess I'll have to cut it. That is strange. I probably just got a lot of stuff inside this channel here. It gets built up. Maybe I ought to clean it out and I can try it again. Maybe something's wrong with my blade. Huh. Alright, I'm just gonna pretend. So if you have a side that is like this, then you can just put a strip of paper down that side and cover it if you'd like to. You don't have to. All right. What's wrong with my... Let's see if it acts up again. We're almost done with this section of it. And I think you guys got the gist of it. I think it's something to do with that book page. Did I forget to turn it again open? Oh, I did. Oh, I'm such a nut. I'm so forgetful. Now we got a short page. It'll be cute. Okay. And just trying to decide if I want to cut that all the way down. Let's see what it looks like folded. Well, one thing is it's not straight. Kind of trying to eyeball it so it looks straight. Okay, so I wonder even if I fold it down like that. I think I did that before and it made a tuck on one of the pages. So when you put the page in, you've got a tuck right here. You can glue that down, and you've also got a tuck on this side if you want, or cut it off. Okay, so how many pages did I get? 1, 2, let's put them together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see, you're not going to want these all the same days. 7, 8, thought I had more than that. So these would be, you know, you can center these up somewhat. And that one's the right size. That one is a little bit too long. Top. That's good. This other one too long, and then this is too long. Okay, so I think it just makes for a, I'll get those all cut evenly, but I just think it makes for an interesting pages of journal pages, and there's lots of journaling space and places to put journal cards, whatever. Yeah. And, you know, you can make as many as you need, or you can also, if you don't want, like this one here, I want to put in, I want this September, but I don't want it going sideways. I don't know, it just doesn't, I would rather have it, like I could get, maybe I could just get their head and the date. I don't know. I'm going to have to test that one out. Let's see, how much time have I got? Oh, I'm going to have to go. I'm sure I'm over time. Okay. All right. Well, I'll work out the rest of these because I want to put these in the journal that I'm working on. Get these all cut to size. I know that looks like the right size, but that one's one of the shorter ones. How about this? This one I know is the right size. Yeah. I don't know if that's upside down. I think that goes that way. Well, I don't know. It wasn't paying attention when I glued it on, so it could be upside down. But anyway, it looks okay. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go there, and don't forget to subscribe and comment and leave photos on the Facebook page, which is Junk Journal in a Day. You can find it and join us if you'd like. Okie doke. I'll see you soon then. Bye-bye.